So far in Leg 2, the unforgiving conditions have been pretty tough on the sailors. Some teams reporting they're not eating much and possibly haven't even been able to use the restroom for the first couple days. There's some funny blogs on that on our website if you're actually interested. But the only team to sustain actually tough damage to their boat was Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing, with a broken rudder cable last night and a tear to their A3. Phil Harmer did a quick repair on board.
No sewing machine, so what we're going to do is use the same material that the sail's made from. It already has a double side, a very, very sticky tape on one side of it.
How big is the actual cut? Is that it? Just that thing there?
It's split along the wave.
It's about 1.5 meters.
It's going to be up in probably 30 knots tonight though.
It only took Phil and Pargo about an hour to do the repair, and was up with plenty of strength for the nighttime sailing. The teams have been straightlining for the past couple days, but the breeze finally shifted last night from southwest to west, allowing the teams to jibe for the first time. They're downwind sailing, a low pressure just to the south of them, and a developing high pressure north that will need to be crossed. They're jibing on the shifts, getting east while they can, spread about 60 nautical miles from Dongfeng in the north to Vestas in the south. Team Brunel had a problem with their water pump, which is what's used to move water ballast around the boat.
Okay, so we have 3 tanks on board, 1 in the bow, 2 in the back. To fill it up, basically as simple as that. There is a scoop which has a hole in it, and it depends, like the hole is facing forward or the hole is facing aft. So if the hole is facing forward, then we are taking up water into the tank, and if the hole is facing aft, we are taking the water out of the tank.
So when we're sailing fast enough, we don't need the pumps because the water pressure will push it up in the tank. And then we'll seal them just a little too good. So we sealed them so good so the water didn't want to run out of the tank. So that was a little issue. So instead of have a hole like that, I have a hole like that. Didn't work so good.
Why do we want water in the boat? In the bow, we need to press the bow more down when there's a big waves. So you want to bow down and not the bow jumping and have the boat more stable. And these two tanks in the aft is to lift the bow up and to have a more righting moment.
What do we do without you, Jensie?
Oh, more food.
He's a boat captain, so he's always running around checking everything, if everything works. If not, he's fixing it.
You need guys like that. They just can fix everything. There you are.
Good news is Jens fixed the pump, so they can now focus on what lies ahead. And that's the confusing part. Ian Walker and Sci-Fi give us the lowdown on what they're actually facing between now and Abu Dhabi.
First of all, we've got to work out how to get through the high pressure while we're down in the West Indies. The only problem with the high pressure is it hasn't formed yet.
Getting an airplane, you end up there really quickly.
Should be easy, right? Once we're through there, we're into these, we'll just ride radio around this, skip through here, into here, we'll be home in about 20 days. The situation is not that simple. We are here in the Westerlies. All we have to do is get through the high pressure that hasn't formed yet, where there will be no wind, into the trade winds that currently are not there, but hopefully will come in from the east. We have to position ourselves so we don't get destroyed by the tropical cyclone that currently is just a wave over here somewhere, so this doesn't yet exist. To skip through here, into the northwest monsoon, round the exclusion zone, round the mountain that's nearly as high as the European Alps, and then into the beautiful waters of Abu Dhabi.
Sounds easy, right? Just a high pressure, a possible cyclone, and at least 4,500 miles left to go. But that's ocean racing for you.